Hi, welcome to Math Beast Tutoring, now on YouTube. So now that we're used to applying the Pythagorean Theorem to our right triangles, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, c always being the hypotenuse of our right triangle, let's program our assistant to do it for us. Now, before we can do that, we need to do a little bit of prep work. We want our program to spit out c for us and not c squared. So what we need to do is we're going to solve for c. We're going to tell our program to take the square root of a squared plus b squared, and that is going to equal to our c. Let's jump right into it. So I have my calculator. I'm going to hit the program button right there, program. There's three options on top: execute, edit, or new. We're going to arrow over to new, create new program, hit enter. Now let's name it. Using our alpha key, second alpha gives it the alpha lock. So we're going to type our program. We're going to name it, I'm going to name mine Pythag. Here we go. P-Y-T-H-A-G. Pythag. And I'm going to hit enter. Now it's opening up and it's asking for the lines of code that we don't want to put in there. So first things first, we need to tell it to ask for A and B. So we're going to hit program. We're going to go arrow over to IO. See that first one where it says input? We're going to ask that. So it's going to ask us to input. And we're going to say input. In quotations, it's going to display A. And we'll make it look nice. We'll do a colon and a little space and there. And we need to tell the calculator what to store it as. We'll have it store it as A. Why not? Store, so we'll hit comma, and we're going to store it as A. There we go. Now we're going to do the same thing to ask it for B. Program, IO, input, quote, B, colon, space, quote, comma, remember it as B. Now let's tell it what to do. Input. Parentheses are your friend. Always remember that. So parentheses, A squared plus B squared, close parentheses. Now that I have my little function in there, I need to tell it to store it as something. I'm going to have it store it as D. We use this button right here, that STL button. Hit it, it'll give it that arrow. Now let's give it a name. We're going to store it as D, so we'll go alpha D. It's going to look like that. We'll hit enter. Now, that's just this portion right here, a squared plus b squared. Now let's tell it to take the square root of a squared plus b squared. So we will second square root, just the same way you would do if you were going to ask the calculator to do that operation for you right now. We'll do it in here into the program. Square root of d. Close parentheses. We're going to store that as C. Store as C. And it looks like that. Now we'll hit enter. Now the calculator at this point in the program has finished doing what we've asked it to do. Now we're going to tell it to show us the answer. So we'll hit program, IO, and the third option down is display. So we can either arrow down to it or push the number 3. Display, it'll pop up, and we want it to display C. Display C. Now we're done. We can hit enter. The way you get out of screens, don't hit clear, it'll erase everything. We're going to go second mode, because that blue thing right there says quit, and it takes you out of it. Now let's test it. We have our Pythagorean program all inputted into our calculator. Now let's test it out. We have our right triangle. A is 5, B is 12. Let's see if we should get C. So we'll turn our calculator on. go into programs. Look, there's the program that we wrote. We want to execute it, so we hit enter, then it puts it onto our main screen, and we'll hit enter again, and look, it's asking for A. Well, A is 5, and we'll hit enter. Now it asks for B. B is 12, and we'll hit enter, and there's C, 13. And just to be extra sure, let's do it real quick. Let's see, 5 squared plus 12 squared is 169. Second square of second answer, 13.